Hey everyone, so since we're done with set reviews, we are going to move on to minifigure reviews now. So yeah, basically we'll be splitting it up into two parts, one for the ninja and the other part for the antagonists, that part will come tomorrow. But anyways, we're going to be reviewing the ninja minifigures. I will not be talking about Samurai X's minifigure, since of course she was released in the last wave, but I will be talking about all of the ninja and their allies, and also their Dragon Master variants. So let's get started. Minifigure reviews will be much less formal than my set reviews. I'll just be taking a minifigure, reviewing it, just talking about it, and deciding whether I like it or not, and then we'll move on to the next one. I'll be providing footage for the minifigures I do have, and we'll also talk about the minifigures I don't have. First, we'll talk about the normal minifigures, and then we'll move on to the Dragon Master minifigures. So, first we have here a Season 9 Lloyd. I am a fan of his Season 9 minifigure. I definitely like the armor elements, like on his leg. I'm a fan of that. I just love the way this looks. And even on the back here, this kind of vest you can see. Very cool. I'm definitely a fan of this minifigure. Now we're going to talk about Nia Season 9. I'm not as big of a fan of this one. This just kind of looks more like a coat to me with the zipper element. I wish they hadn't included that zipper element. Other than that, I like the blue highlights, and the back looks pretty cool also, but it's not my favorite out of the suits. It's not bad either. But now we have a Zane Season 9 minifigure. As you can see, his right arm here is exposed, but I like this kind of harness element that kind of goes over his old suit. That's really cool. And I like the contrast of the black mask and the white mask here. He comes with the bow and arrow, even on the back, and we can just take his head off so we can get a more clear shot at that. You can see it also has the same kind of element that it did on the front. Very cool minifigure. And now for Jay's minifigure, let's just get some of these weapons out of the way so you can see. I also like the elements on this. I like the variation in the armor as opposed to the other ninja, the dual pads. And then I also like these black elements and this pouch here. It's a nice minifigure, and the back too. Now for Kai's minifigure, very similar to Jay's. It has black battle armor elements, also a brown pouch going across. And on the back he has this one-sided armor he had from Season 8. You can see these two knives in there. And I wish I could give the same amount of praise to Cole's minifigure, but unfortunately I'm just not really a big fan of this minifigure. It has both of its arms exposed, and just like the last wave, but there's no real battle elements added like there were with the other minifigures. Only difference is that, as you can see here, his shirt is kind of torn, his legs are worn out also, and I mean, even the back is torn a bit, but other than that, there's nothing new about this minifigure, so I'm not really a fan of that one, unfortunately. Now we have Teen Woo here. He is having this dragon keeper disguise. I like how subtle it is. It's nothing fancy, but that's okay. There's no leg printing. That's the only bad thing I can find. Hairpiece is very cool, and he does have a dual-sided face. I like the change in expressions. Also very cool. And lastly, we have Skylar here. Awesome minifigure. I like this gray armor element, and I also love this pouch element that they added here. Hairpiece is very cool, and I like that she has the black armor, as well as the gray sleeves, and, she has swords and shurikens. Very cool minifigure. I do not actually own this variant of Master Wu, but I'm still going to review him anyways. I'm honestly a big fan of the Golden Dragon Master minifigure. I love the way the armor just looks on him, and that mask piece just perfectly lines up, so you can see his face, and it's just perfect, honestly. I'm a huge fan of the way the armor was designed, especially the chest plate and the shoulder pads, and I'm a big fan of the torso as well. I love the leg pad elements, and in addition, just the torso design. It's enough to stand on its own. Most of it cannot be seen due to the chest plate, but overall, it's an awesome minifigure. Lastly, for the Dragon Master minifigures, personally, I really love these minifigures. They just kind of feel like the theme is a totally new idea, as opposed to the Spinjitzu Masters, where it kind of wasn't a new idea. So first, let's talk about Kai. I really love this minifigure. This is one of my favorite Dragon Master minifigures. Just the way that black and red, it makes for an awesome color scheme. The dark red hints as well. And like the little patch of cloth right at his shoulder area. Very nice minifigure. Now we have Jay, who's also an awesome minifigure too, with blue and dark blue hints also. And I love the little pouches on either side of his torso. Cole's minifigure is a little more simple, but that's not bad at all. More of a black color scheme, but there are hints of brown and tan in there as well. I like the way that they adapted this to his theme. And Zane's minifigure is also very nice. It looks a lot like his Season 8 minifigure, just those two lines going down, but in a different pattern. So I'm a huge fan of that. And I like the amount of pouches also. And lastly, Woo's minifigure, which is an awesome minifigure. Actually, it's different than the Golden Dragon Master torso printing. He has white sleeves this time. And I do personally own this minifigure, and I could say that it's a really nice minifigure. I like the way that that one strap is going across diagonally. So I knew, even in the end, like, these Dragon Master minifigures are awesome. So that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, share it to everyone else you know. We will have a live stream coming later today, so you don't want to miss that. So thanks, and the second part of the minifigure reviews will come tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.